Yes, dear student. So in class 11 we are going to start chapter number 11. Okay. So chapter number 11, this is a oscillation, right? First we can talk what about the oscillations. So vibration per second in a body is said to be oscillation, right? And if we talk about the oscillations, here is first we will talk about the periodic motion. So any motion that repeat itself over and over again regular interval of time, correct na? So any oscillation that repeat over and over again and again in a regular interval is called the periodic motion. For example, the motion of any planet around the sun is the example, right? The period of revolution of Mercury is 87.97 days. Okay. The motion of the moon around the earth is a periodic motion. Okay. The time period is 27.3 days. Correct. Now here we have some more example of this periodic motion. Motion of the hand of the clock. Right now clock, you have the hand, minutes hand, hour hand and the seconds hand. So many examples of the periodic motions are here. Now we will talk about the oscillatory or the harmonic motion. Right? If a body moves back and forth repeatedly about the mean position, that means which passes continuously from the mean position, its motion is said to be the oscillatory motion. So if we can talk about the oscillatory or the harmonic motion, the body moves back and forth repeated about its mean position, it is said to be the oscillatory motion or the vibratory or the harmonic motion, right? Many examples we have of the harmonic motion in our daily life as well. The swing, okay, motion of a pendulum, right? Oscillatory of the mass suspended from a spring is the example. Okay, motion of the piston of an automobile engine, etc. are the motions. Example of this. Guitar, you played the guitar, na? Vibration of the guitar's wire is also a example of the periodic motion. The periodic motion versus the oscillatory motion, if we can talk, distincts between these two. So here is the periodic motion that passes from harmonic motion. So both are the closely related. Now periodic function and Fourier analysis is also here, right? Any function that repeat itself at regular interval of its argument is called the periodic function. Correct? Suppose we have function f is equal to theta plus t or f theta or sine theta plus 2 pi, that is sine theta, cos theta plus 2 pi, that is cos theta. So we can get the first function f1t, right? The function is equal to sine 2 pi t upon t, right? Now another function we can take z1t is equal to cos 2 pi t upon t. So here is for the sine, we can take the function of the sine, that is sine 2n pi t upon t, where n is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 dash we can put here. So such series is called the Fourier series, right? ft is equal to, we can consider here v0 plus v1 cos 2 pi t upon t plus v2 cos 4 pi t upon t, etc., etc. So here is the Fourier coefficient, if we can talk, ft, a1 sine 2 pi t upon t plus v1 cos 2 pi t upon t. Now sir, terms are related: periodic, harmonic and non-harmonic function. So here is the some terms that in the form of the graph that I will explain you to from here. So we'll continuously talk about these terms. So first term come here, the harmonic oscillator. What is a harmonic oscillator? A oscillator executing a simple harmonic motion is called the harmonic oscillator. Then we have displacement. What is a displacement? The distance of the oscillating particle from its mean position at any instant is called the displacement. It is represented by, you can represent by x, you can represent it by y, etc, etc. Amplitude, the maximum displacement of oscillating particle is called the amplitude, represented by capital A or you can say small a. Then oscillations or the cycle, so one complete cycle, right now, one complete back and forth motion of a particle starting and end at the same point is said to be the oscillatory vibration. Then time period, the time taken in one complete oscillation or vibration is said to be time period. Then frequency, it is defined that the number of oscillation completed per unit time, that is nu or f, or it's a formula, f is equal to 1 by t or nu is equal to 1 upon t. Then angular frequency, okay na, the quantity obtained by the multiplying frequency, okay, with the factor of 2 pi. So omega is equal to, we can say 2 pi v, here is the omega. So nu, that is 1 by t, or you can say f is equal to 1 by t, and angular frequency you can say that the 2 pi v is here, right? Also you can write this equal to the 2 pi upon t. Then phase, what is a phase? Right now, the phase of vibrating particle at any instant gives the state of the particle as a regard with its position, that we can say represented by in the simple harmonic motion by phi. So I can write here x is equal to a cos, right? With respect to the cos, I will take this omega t plus phi naught, or I can say phi. So the phi phase, if I can compare from here, so the phase, right, from here it is a phi, okay, and this phi is equal to omega t plus this phi naught. So we can say this is the phase of the simple harmonic moted body, or the simple harmonic motion of a body. Right now, that means in the simple harmonic motion you can say f directly proportional to the x. If remove the proportionality, here f is equal to kx, correct now, where k is a constant, or you can say constant or the spring factor, so that you can define here. Also you can put f equal to ma from here, so ma is equal to k into x, or a directly proportional from here. So harmonic motion may be also be the defined the many examples in our daily life, okay na. Oscillation of a loaded spring is an example, vibration of a tuning fork, right na. These are the examples. Talk about the differential equation for the SHM. So we are going to find the differential equation, okay, for SHM, simple harmonic motion. So just we have stated here अभी f is equal to minus k into x, correct? So Newton's का अगर हम second law देखते हैं तो f equal to ma. A means acceleration, that means double differentiate. So m is equal to, I can put here double differentiation d2x upon dt square, correct? This is the value of acceleration. Now I will put this value in the equation number first here, okay? See here, so I will put the value of this here, okay? So this is the value of m d2 square x upon dt square is equal to kx. Now this m I will put here. So d square x upon dt square is equal to k upon m into x. Now you know that minus k upon m is equal to omega square. So instead of this, I will put minus omega square here. Okay. So if transpose this side, d2 square x upon dt square plus omega square x is equal to 0. So such equation is called the differential equation of the SHM. Now differential equation SHM, that is x is equal to a cos omega t plus phi. Clear? So here dx upon dt, if I will differentiate it, dx upon dt, right? Differentiation of cos is minus, so here is minus and this is the omega t. Omega will come out right now into a. Differentiation of cos is sin omega t plus phi. So here, if again I will differentiate it, so I will say this is a d2 square x upon dt square, and this is minus omega square into a, right? And differentiation of sine is again cos omega t plus phi. Now look here. Here is a cos omega t. If I put what is the value of a cos omega t is x. So here is omega square x, and if I transpose this, again we will get the dt dx square upon dt plus omega square x is equal to 0. So in this video we will talk about the uniform circular motion, right, in the SHM, and we will find the displacement of a simple harmonic motion, right? So for this simple harmonic motion, now see that here I have a diagram for this circular motion. A particle executes in the SHM. Okay, this is the x-axis and this is a negative x-axis. A particle is moving in this direction at any instant. Suppose the particle is at the position of A, okay, then at the position of P, Q. So here are the angle for the POX and OQ and X. Now this is the phi and this is omega t. Omega is the angular velocity. So here is, we have the displacement. If we join this particle P from here by taking a perpendicular, so I have a triangle OPN. So in this OPN we have the displacement till here. Okay, it is a x. Now this displacement in this triangle ONP, if I say this total angle is ONP, that is omega t plus phi, this two added. So here I will apply the cos theta. So cos theta you all know, base upon hypotenuse. So cos theta, that means value of theta is omega t plus phi. So ON upon OP. See this ON is distance x and the OP, I say the amplitude A. So x upon A is equal to cos omega t plus phi. If I cross multiply the displacement, x is equal to, I got A cos omega t. Now suppose if the particle is executing, instead of here comes in this side, okay, so this angle will be moved toward the downward, this phi. So I have here A cos omega t minus phi, correct? Okay. Now here we will talk about the velocity of a particle executing in the simple harmonic motion. So we are going to drive the velocity. So here we consider a particle P moving with the uniform angular speed omega in a circle of radius capital A. Radius of the circle is capital A and angular speed is omega and the velocity vector is v. Then we know that v is equal to angular velocity multiplied by radius. Angular velocity, that is said to be omega, and radius of the circle is a. Now we will put the value Vt is equal to minus omega a into sine omega t plus phi, just we have stated above. So from here by trigonometrical I will convert this into the cos theta. Sine square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So sine theta is equal to 1 minus cos square theta, and only sine theta is under root 1 minus cos square theta. So here is cos square omega t in place of theta. Now we know that x is equal to a cos omega t. If I find the value of cos omega t, x upon a. So in place of this I have put the value x square upon a square, because here is the square. Okay, I will take the LCM here, a square minus x square upon a square. Now out of the root I will take, a will come, a cancel from here. So I got Vt is equal to minus omega under root a square minus x square. So this is the final derivation for the angular velocity of a particle in the simple harmonic motion. Here are the two cases. If the particle in the mean position, that means mean position x is equal to 0. So if I put here x is equal to 0, so look at here, v is equal to minus omega under root a square. So I get from here v is equal to minus omega into a. Okay, this is the maximum velocity of a particle in the simple harmonic motion. If I say second case, when the particle is in the extreme position, extreme, that means x is equal to, I can take plus minus a. As I will take plus a here, so it will be a square. A square minus a square is 0. 0 multiply omega, so I will get here 0. So in this position, the velocity I have here 0. The velocity of the particle SHM, right, simple harmonic motion, is 0 at either of its extreme position. So you can put here the values. Next we will write the expression for the acceleration of a body, right, or a particle in the simple harmonic motion. So here we are going to derive the acceleration derivation. Okay, so consider a particle moving with a angular speed omega in a circle of radius capital A. What is the radius? It is, I can say, capital A. The particle has a centripetal acceleration here. Which acceleration here is? Centripetal acceleration. I have written here AC. Then I can say this is the centripetal acceleration. So as the particle is moving, so its magnitude is omega square A. The angle is omega t plus phi from here. Okay, so acceleration of particle at any instant in this, that means at capital P. Okay, this is the projection of the acceleration. Which is projection? It is equal to the projection of acceleration with the centripetal. If I put the value, here is AC A cos omega t plus phi. If I put the value of this AC acceleration here, so omega square A cos omega t plus phi. Again I will use the formula sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. So cos theta is under root 1 minus sin square omega t plus phi. And if I find the value of this omega, the sin square omega t, that is x upon a, perpendicular upon hypotenuse from here. So I put the value x upon a, the a is cancelled from here. So I get a is equal to minus omega square into x. This is the acceleration of a particle in the SHM. That means it is the proportional to its displacement. Right now, it is proportional to the displacement. कहाँ से? इसकी mean position से, but in the opposite direction. अगर मैं यहाँ बात करता हूँ कि अगर मैं इसकी वेलोसिटी वेक्टर देखता हूँ, तो vt इज इक्वल टू, अभी हमने निकाला था इसको, dx अपॉन dt, राइट है ना, और dx अपॉन dt की वैल्यू क्या थी मेरे पास? माइनस ओमेगा a साइन ओमेगा t. और एक्सीलरेशन हमने अभी क्या निकाला है? अगर मैं एक्सीलरेशन की बात करता हूँ यहाँ पर, तो ये हो जाएगा at, दैट मीन्स एक्सीलरेशन. तो वेलोसिटी को अगेन मैं डिफरेंशिएट कर दूंगा. तो ये वेलोसिटी है डिफरेंशिएशन ऑफ साइन का कॉस ओमेगा, राइट ना, ax इज a साइन ax. तो यहाँ पर क्या आ जाएगा मेरे पास? ओमेगा इंटू ओमेगा इज ओमेगा स्क्वायर a. तो हमारे पास ये वैल्यू बन जाएगी कॉस ओमेगा t. अगर मैं इसको लिखता हूं तो ये मेरे पास आ जाएगा ओमेगा स्क्वायर a कॉस, इसको ओमेगा स्क्वायर a कॉस ओमेगा t प्लस 5, राइट ना. सो फॉर दिस फेस, सपोज एंगुलर वेलोसिटी मेरे पास है, एंगल ओमेगा टी है, तो 2 पाई अपॉन टी, राइट, 0 डिग्री के लिए है ना, t/4 के लिए, t/2 के लिए, t/3 के लिए. तो ये मैं आपको यहां से निकाल के दिखा सकता हूं.